Okay students, in today's class we are going to see the continuation of the previous class called as client server architecture. So in previous class we have already seen what is the meaning of a client server architecture, right? So in today's class we are going to learn about in detail about what is client and what is server. So as per our previous discussion we have seen what is the meaning of a client and what is the meaning of a server. So here if you understand the client server architecture, you should understand the master slave architecture. So do you know the story of a master and slave? In case of master and slave story, the master will always commands the slaves to do the work. So similarly here also the server acts as an master. So master will always gives the work to the clients, we are saying. So what is the purpose of a client then? Nothing but a slave, nothing but he does the work assigned by the master. So that is the functionality of a client server architecture. If you go in brief about the client server architecture, the server functionality is always to process the request and deliver data to other computer. So if you observe here, if you observe in the diagram, here you are having a server and here you are having a client. One basic rule you have to remember is you should always maintain one server, but you can have any number of clients. Next topic is network communication technology. In network communication technology, it is again classified into three types: internet, intranet and extranet. We will see in detail about this classification and its functionality. First one is intranet. What is the meaning of an intranet? Means the intranet is a private network within an organization. That means whenever you find the term intranet, you should always understand that the network is limited only to a particular range. That is what we are saying. It is limited within an organization. As well, it is a private network. What is the meaning of a private network? For example, you consider Vigyan University. So whatever the data or whatever the student details or whatever the things that are present in the Vigyan University will be used within the Vigyan University itself. That means you are not giving or sharing the data to the others, right? So that is called as the meaning of an private. So intranet is a private network that works only within an organization. Next one, organizations uses intranet to provide information to the employees. For example, you are having same example, you can take it into consideration. You are having your Vigyan University. Each and every student is given with the user ID and password to check out their marks as well attendance percentage and so on, right? Similarly, all the employees who are working in Vigyan University are provided with their user ID and password and so on, right? That means all the resources provided by Vigyan University is limited only within the university itself. That is called as intranet. So where exactly we will make use of this intranet means we will make use in electronic telephone directories, email addresses, employee information and internal job openings. So these and all are called as examples of intranet. Next one is extranet. So extranet is also a private network. Extranet is also a private network. That means it will also have the same functionality like the intranet. But what makes the difference is here it connects more than one organization. It connects more than one organization. For example, best example for extranet is you will go for writing the EAMCET exam, right? So writing the EAMCET exam means each and every person will write in different exam center. But the same conduct the exam. That is what extranet means. Here one network will be shared among more than one organization. Here the EAMCET exam is shared for Guntur center and then Vizag center and then West Godavari and East. That means one exam is distributed in 4 organization in 4 places. That is the meaning of an extranet. So here where exactly we will make use of this extranet means in suppliers, customers, business partners and so on we will make use of this extranet. Students, if you observe this one, you can consider another example also. Your Reliance supermarket is there. So in Reliance supermarket will be present in different places, but it belongs to only one person, that is Reliance. So here one organization, one network is shared among 2 or more organizations. Next one is intranet. So what is intranet? Actually intranet means internet means it is an public network. Previous 2 networks are private networks, but it is a public network. So internet is an whole world will make use of an internet, we are saying. That is what? Worldwide collection of networks that links millions of business, governments and agencies. So what thing you have to observe here means, here you are collecting multiple networks that belongs to multiple organizations, we are saying. So your best example for internet is your email will be called as an internet, your messenger and chat rooms and so on that will make use of an internet platform will comes under this internet network communication technology. So if you observe this diagram, you are having 3 circles, right? So in the inner circle you are having intranet. That means within an organization all the employees are connected in case of intranet. Next one, extranet means here you can see all the business partners. That means business partner can lie in more than one place, right? That is the reason the extranet means it covers intranet also. That is extranet. Last one, internet means that covers intranet, extranet as well. It provides the communication between whole people in a organization or whole people across the world. So these are the basic differences you have to understand. First one, the differences are classified into 4 parts. First one, it is used for. So you have already known intranet and extranet are private networks. The only public network that is accessible everywhere is internet. Next one, types of user. What types of users will be there in case of intranet? It is used for providing information for organization, employees. One more thing you have to observe here, organization, employees. Within organization itself we can provide the access. Here you are having business partners. Here you are having the information can be accessed by any person. Next one is access. So this thing is very important in case of knowing the difference. So accessibility, both intranet and extranet, when they want to access the resources, they must have valid user ID and password. One more time I am repeating, whenever they want to use the information, they must have valid user ID as well password in case of intranet and extranet. But in case of internet, We don't need any kind of user ID and password because the access is completely public in nature. That is, open access is given for everyone. Next one, security will be high. Why the security will be high in case of intranet and extranet means, because here we are giving access only to the employees that belongs to a particular organization, as well within that particular organization only we are giving. For example, if I want to post the attendance after going from the out of the college, then it is not possible for me, because the attendance portal itself is called as an intranet. That means it is accessible only within that organization. That means whenever I am in organization only, I can make use of an attendance. So last one, internet is having threats to security because it is given an open access. Last one, ownership. So it is intranet and extranet are owned by single organization, but what makes a difference? In case of intranet, the ownership is accessed by more than single organization. Last one is internet organization is not owned by anyone. So this is a brief explanation about the differences between internet, intranet and extranet, type of user, access, security and ownership.